Hi guys, my name's Raz, and today we'll be looking at enlargement. I've got PowerPoint loaded up. I'm just going to go straight into it. So often in exam, you're asked to enlarge a shape by a certain scale factor. So in this example, we've got a scale factor of 1/2. First thing to do is to draw a line from the center of enlargement through all the points. Yeah, so we have 3 corners on the shape, and we're just joining lines from the center of enlargement here through all the points. Next thing's easy. You get a ruler and you simply measure half the distance. So for example, whatever this distance is from here to here, we just measure half and plot a point. We do the same for the next point, measure that distance and half it. And we do the same for the third point. Well, that distance is, we half it, and then we join the shape. And what we'll see is the resulting shape will be half the size of the original. Simple as that. So if we draw the shape in this region here, it's always going to be smaller than the original shape. And if we do it in this side, it will be bigger than the original shape. Yeah, so let's go to the next example. Blah, blah, blah. Next example, we have a negative scale factor. So what we can do is exactly the same thing. We're going to draw a line from the center of enlargement through all the coordinates. Yeah, like I said earlier, if our shape was in this region, it would be smaller than the original. If it were in this region, it would be bigger than the original. If we're on the other side of the crossover point, the shape will simply invert. Yes, it will go upside down. So it'll be half the size because it's scale factor of 1/2. And the negative will just mean it's upside down. And to do that, we do exactly the same as we did before. We just measure half the distance, but on the other side of the crossover. So whatever this distance is, we measure half from the center of enlargement towards the crossover. And we do the same for all 3 points. Similarly here, whatever that distance is, half it and measure it on that side of the crossover. And the last point here, that distance half over here. And we join the points together, we will get our image, yeah, which is the transformed shape. So it's enlarged shape. So that blue image is the enlargement of the object, which is in green, by a scale factor of -1/2. Yes, so this is an exam question here. Yes, so enlarge the object by a scale factor of -2/3 with center of enlargement 1 - 1. The first thing to do is put in the center of enlargement along the corridor and up the stairs, or down the stairs in this case. Then we draw a line through all the corners, and then we're going to measure. So because it's a negative sign, it will be on this side of the crossover. And whatever distances we have when we measure, we do 2/3 of them. If we do that, we will get this shape here. Yes, it's 2/3 the size of the original, and it's upside down, but obviously because it's a rectangle, an upside down rectangle looks exactly the same. So I think that almost completes it. Just want to do one more. Well, we just have a positive scale factor because I haven't done that one yet. I've done all the other ones. There you go. Scale factor of 1.5. The easiest of them, because most people can just draw a shape bigger than the original, but if we do it with the technique, we can do the lines like so. And we're going to measure 1.5 times the distance. Yes, so whatever this distance is here, we're going to measure 1.5 that time from here, half that distance from here, and we get that. And we do the same here. That distance times 1.5. And on the final point as well, whatever the distance is, times it by 1.5, and it'll be there. If we join the points together, then we see our answer is 1.5 times the original. Yeah. So we've done positive scale factors, simply make the shape bigger. A scale factor that is more than 0, less than 1 will make the shape smaller. And if we have a negative scale factor, the shape will go upside down. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again soon.